Welcome to the channel. This is Geauxgreddy, and in this race, we're racing in the rain. That's right, Group 3 at the Redbull Ring. And to be honest, I'm pretty salty about it. So keep on watching to find out why. Alright, so here we are in the rain in Group 3. I'm in the Lexus, the 2017 version, GR3 car. And coming around the last corner on my qualifying lap in the wet, trying to set a good qualifying time. I'm sitting at P17. I'm hoping to move up. I had some green sectors in there and didn't quite make it. Ran a 149, 429, but that was, as you can see, not good enough for the top 14 as I came in P17. That's right. Started the race there near the back, but you know, who knows what will happen this race. So, you know, real quickly, here are our top three starters. President Valak there in first. He was in the 147s, I believe, if I remember correctly. RCR 26, there he is in the 147 396. And there's Turpy, my man, the 147 458. And sadly, there I am in P17. Dope livery, though. I like it. So there we are, starting off in 17. Beginning of the race. My hopes are still high. I mean, it's wet. People are going to be flying off track. Who knows where you may finish? I mean, you can move up 8 spots in this race just because of the rain. So that's kind of what I'm hoping for here. I didn't particularly enjoy the traction in the wet. I thought it was a little, I thought the physics was a little crap, to be honest with you. A little too much slippage. You know, I live in a part of the States where we drive in the rain a lot, and this was awful. As I brake way too late here, all my fault. I was not, I don't know what I was doing. I wasn't thinking. I broke at the 100 board instead of the 150 board. Tried to enter the track carefully, and there I am, starting the race off in P20. So, moving on to the second lap, as we come around corner 1, I'm still hanging out in P20, just cruising around when, there we go. Haha, CML Bullet apparently had some issues in corner 1 and got off track, so I get to move up 1 spot to P19. Yeah, moving on up. Just, you know, I'm just setting it on fire here. I'm just crazy fast in the wet. All right, so we move on to lap 3, and yes, I'm sitting in 18th. We had another victim that fell back behind me. That was Gare Bear 013, and he had some issues in one of the corners, so I was able to take advantage of that and move up even further. As I try to pull in a little bit closer to Jazzercise, I know that's not how his name is spelled, but I like to call him Jazzercise. I see the yellow flag and I go whipping by Bogo or Bago, whatever his name is, in the Porsche. So I'm able to pick up yet another position. I'm in 17th, and I'm slowly reeling in Jazzercise in front of me. You know, you're probably thinking, you're a hell of a driver there, Greddy. You're really owning this rain track. Look at you just flying up these positions from 20th all the way to 17th. And if you were saying that, you would be wrong, because you're just struggling to stay on the track. I'm on traction control 5. I did that because in 1, you know, I wasn't getting the, or 0 even, I wasn't getting the pull out of the corner. So here I move over to the right to avoid the spray, see my braking zone. I get hit from behind by Gare Bear, and I get a 1-second penalty for it, for colliding with another car. I didn't collide with anybody. I was collided with, which is absolutely ridiculous. I mean, I'm not really pissed off at Gare Bear. I mean, he honestly didn't even hit me that hard, but yet I get a 1-second penalty. So let's go back. Let's look at that from Gare Bear's point of view. Here's Gare Bear. He's behind me. I move out to the right so I can see my brake markers. I slowly come back in, and he tries to avoid me to the left there, gets into me. Nothing terrible there. I get a 1-second penalty. So again, no qualms with Gare Bear. I wasn't trying to block or make a move or anything like that. I was just trying to see my brake marker, because I was, you know, I was so far up the rear end of Jazzercise, I knew how much corn was in his stew. I was just trying to get out of the spray so I could see. So anyway, thank you GT Sport for the 1 second penalty. So we continue on with lap 4, and I have this 1 second penalty here, and I'm just now in a position. I'm in 17th. I've got 16th and 15th right here. I'm back in my original qualifying position, and I know I got to serve this penalty and give this position up to 18th, maybe 19th. But regardless, I got to keep going. I slipped to the inside of Jazzercise. You know, he was out there doing his leg kicks, so I just went ahead and slung it around the outside. Hauling butt towards, I can't really move the inside because then I'll get in front of Jazzercise. So I just left it where it was, and you know, Bear just went through me, which is fine. I really didn't have much of a choice on how to get out of the racing line in that situation, because either way I went, I was going to be blocking somebody. So I just kept it straight and let them figure out what they wanted to do. So I apologize to Bear for not moving over to the right, but I didn't want to run into Jazzercise too, because I'm still getting used to this cockpit view thing. Anyway, I managed to get past Bear on the final corner, hanging into the right here, and I'm thinking to myself, this is about to repeat itself again. I'm wondering if Bear is going to get back into the rear end of me here. I can't lie, I'm a little bit worried about it. So I'm like, you know what? I'm not going to move over to the right at all this time. I'm just going to stay where I belong. So I stay where I belong. I come in here behind Jazzercise and get hit from the side this time. So I know what you're thinking. Bear's fault there, but you know, in looking at the replay, he actually got hit from behind as I am in a Geauxgreddy sandwich here between the Porsche and the BMW. Getting bounced around a little bit. It wasn't his fault. Someone hit him from behind. He hit into me. So again, you know, Bear, you would think you'd be like, wow, you should be pretty pissed off at him. But you know, it was fairly clean racing right through there. He just he was. It was a couple of unfortunate situations back to back as I then lose the rear end and go cut grass in my Lexus for a little while. I decided to come on the track. I decided this grass over here is a little bit long, so I might as well cut that too while I'm out here. Let both cars pass, get back on the track. And yes, folks, back in 20th. That's right. 20th to 17th to could have been 15th. Back to 20th, getting the mud off my tires, and I am now pretty much out of the slipstream as well of Jazzercise. So struggling. I am really struggling at this point. So anyway, just got to put my head down. Hey, quitters never win, winners never quit. Jump ahead to lap 7, and again, sitting in 20th, see a yellow flag. Hey, boom, I pick up his position. It's the small gains, folks, the small gains. Lap 8, I'm in 18th. That's right, Jeff Burton goes into the pits for some fresh, wet tires. Now, I'm confused by that. Jeff was like up there around 6th or something, I thought. So I don't know. I don't know why Jeff decided to pit there, but hey, I'll take the extra position. Now, fast forwarding again towards the end of lap 9, last corner, Maverick, he loses it, pick up another position, 20th to 17th. So I've gone 20th, or 17th to 20th, back to 17th, back to 20th, back to 17th again. I think that's how it went. See, 17th to 20th, back to 17th, back to 20th, back to 17th again. So yeah. So I'm really showing you how to suffer at the back of the pack. And again, in the spray, hoping I find my brake markers. Managed to get on the brakes, stay out of Jazzercise's ass end, and get back on the skinny pedal, trying to make up more positions. I mean, there's a couple positions in front of me we had. I mean, 15th is right there. I could possibly take 15th by the end of this race, which would still be awful points, which would still be an awful finish. But, you know, it's better than where I am now as I go in real deep on that corner. Again, if you brake too late in this wet, you know, it lets go and you just lose too much control. As I'm struggling to get control back here, there's again another yellow flag, which means someone has lost control, and it's Big O. Bigo struggling to maintain control. I get to the inside of him here, make the nice inside pass, make it stick, and then boom! Down to 16th, folks. That's right. 17th to 20th to 17th to 20th to 16th in the rain at the Redbull Ring. Feeling like the key to this track is just staying on your brake markers, staying to the inside, don't get hung out there on the outside where you might even possibly get off track. Don't brake late, because if you brake late, you're not going to catch the car. You're just done. You're just absolutely done. Trying to stay within myself, race my own race, get a really nice exit out of corner 1, pulling hard on Jazzercise coming down the front straight here. I guess it's front straight. Maybe it's the second straight. I don't know. Where's the front of the Redbull Ring? I have no clue. So I'm going to call it the front straight because it's longer than the other straight. We'll call the other one the showcase straight. Get on the brakes here. Turning the tight right-hander. Hoping to finally make up that 15th position that's been in my grasp. But no, that damn Porsche. Just too much grip coming out of those corners, man. I guess that rear engine just hooked up really nicely in the wet. Go around the outside, going to try the cut back, get back on the inside, but he sticks it, manages to hold on to the corner, getting loose around there. Old Bigo just, man, he just cannot hold on to the rear end of that Porsche. So I think I'm trying to get the inside here. I do, but he's able to get back control of that Porsche and, stay in front of me. So back down to 17th. That's right. In my qualifying position. Put the head down. Got to try and catch back up again. I know that I've had better pace than Jazzercise for most of the race. Bigo is shown to be pretty erratic. I'm thinking 15 is still possible. I'm not giving up on the race. I'm pushing hard. As hard as I can. Pushing hard in this race means not pushing at all. As Jazzercise gets a little wild there. And Bigo gets his outside. So this is what I want to see. I want to see a little side-by-side racing. That's good for me. I am really making up a lot of ground on Bigo, so I'm committed here. I am full sending here on the right-hander. I send it to the inside, try to give him room on that outside there, leave him a little space so he doesn't go off track, and trying to put down the traction. You can see that traction control meter just bouncing as I'm trying to lay down the gas pedal to the floor and pull away from that big BMW, which I don't do very well. But get on the brakes hard here. Jazzercise does a good job of staying on my rear end. Bigo getting loose coming out of that tight right-hander. Now, he has been getting loose quite a bit, and I've been watching this and kind of hoping he's going to, basically do a pirouette and send himself off the track at some point in front of me, because that would give me that 15th position that I've been trying so hard this entire race to take. Keep it to the inside here. I see Bigo going wide. I don't want to get on the gas too early and run into him, so I hold off. I get that inside position, make the pass stick in 15th. Finally took that position. Now let's see if I can hold on to it. Can I stay in tight on this corner and not ruin it like I did the last time I made up some decent positions? I do. Looking good in lap 12 with only basically this and 3 more laps to go. So the remainder of this lap, 3 more laps, I could possibly pull away with that 12th position. I'm getting loose coming out of the S's there, heading towards that back straight, towards the final 2 turns. So get on the gas early there, stick it down on the inside again, not leaving any room, any spaces for Jazzercise to make a pass there. Come out, get back on that gas again. Got to come down this straight with some good speed. Got to take a good corner 1. Now, I've had a better corner 1 than Jazzercise pretty much the whole race. Just want to repeat that. Just want to do it again. Put it down at the 150 there. I'm going to release the brakes, sling it in, try to get back on that gas and get out of that slip zone. I need to get more than 0.8 to a second on them. I know they said the slipstream's a 1.5 seconds, but it's feeling more like around a second to me. Certainly more than the old 0.8 used to be. Got a little bit of gap here, about a 0.5 second. So I'm feeling a little more confident on this brake zone that I won't be murdered. But no such luck there. Jazzercise creams me from behind, sends me off the track. He gets a 5-second penalty for it. And unfortunately, the Porsche gets a run on me coming out of the corner because I went too wide there. Couldn't get the grip down. Comes around the outside. Here comes Bigo. Drop back down to 16th after working my way up to 15th. Patiently come back to the inside here, hoping Bigo is going to make that mistake again and go wide. He does not, but he's still, that rear end is still getting loose on him. He's still struggling with controlling the back end of that Porsche. And I'm just going to try and apply that pressure. I apply the pressure, come in tight here. He's looking ugly. He gets sideways. I'm going to go around to the outside. And he comes back in front of me. And I hit him. And I get 4 seconds. I got 4 seconds. Jazzercise had 5. So I was going to put a gap on Jazzercise and the Porsche. I was going to have like a 4-second gap with 2.5 laps to go. Instead, Jazzercise serves his penalty here. And now I've got a 4-second penalty. Let's go back and look at that again. All right, here we go. Here comes the Porsche. He comes around the right-hander. Rear end getting loose. Here comes the Geauxgreddy Lexus in the AVS livery. I come to the inside. He gets real loose. I'm going to send it around the outside. He gets in the grass, sends it back in front of me. Smash, hit him in the side. Grab my 4-second penalty. Get passed up again by Jazzercise. I'm right back where I started. I mean, it's a 4-second penalty. I was finally in 15th position. And I know what you're thinking. You're thinking, Greddy, it's 15th position. What is there to be so excited about? It's the little things. You know what? It's the small victories that keep me going in this game. And when you try your hardest and you qualify in 17th and you move up even one position. Now, if I'd raced this race and ran 149s the whole race and finished in P17, hey, I'm happy with that. That was the best I could do. Do I try to do better? Absolutely. But if you qualify in P17, you move up 1 position, 2 positions, 5 positions, man, that feels good. You feel like, hey, you know what, I accomplished a little more than I should have there. Yeah, that's what I was going for. So here I come up to the penalty line. I get over to the right-hand side. Going to serve my time as Jazzercise and old Jeff Burton come whizzing on by. Now, Jeff, we got to talk about these tires, man. I'm still trying to figure out what happened with the tires. Like, why did you stop for tires? Maybe you just didn't do any practice races beforehand or something like that. Or maybe you were drifting all the corners. I don't know. Maybe somebody bumped you into the pits. That's a possibility. I mean, that's happened to me before. I've got knocked into the pits. So maybe that was it. But, you know, Jeff, I'm certainly not too happy about his race. He started off, I'm pretty sure it was P6 to begin the race. But I wish I had started up there near where he was. Jeff struggling a little bit on that corner. Wasn't able to catch him. I finished in P17. My season best total, yay, 271 points. Utter crap. So yeah, I'm salty. Gran Turismo Sport gives me 2 penalties that I shouldn't have gotten. I got knocked off the track once by Jazzercise, lost some positions there. I just couldn't ever keep my ground. So, not happy about it, but it is what it is. So there's the salt. Feel free to comment. Let me know your thoughts. Was it my fault? Do I just need to get good? I don't know. I don't know what it is. That race was just, I was not happy at all about that race afterwards. I was salty for quite some time afterwards. In a very foul mood. So, anywho. Thanks for watching the video. I hope maybe you learned something from this as well. And if so, hit the like, hit the subscribe, and we'll see you in the next one. Y'all have a good evening.